Okay. How does this Ice with 3? Currently, it is June the 17th, 2026. Okay, so basically, I just want to sit and give like an update on the astrology because I thought some stuff was supposed to come out on the 13th or the 14th of June, 2026. But apparently, the only thing that happened was a wrestler saying, making a disparaging comment in regards to Michelle Obama. And all the while, you got other people saying that, well, people called Donald Trump a Nazi, Hitler, small tiny hands, orange men, and all this other stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. So I guess they say it goes both ways, whatever. I'm not going to defend nobody. I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm burnt the fuck out. So I'm just looking at astrology. And see, on June the 20th, 2026, that's when transit Mars will conjoin Donald Trump's Midheaven. The last time the transit Mars conjoined Donald Trump's Midheaven was the assassination attempt on Donald Trump that happened on July the 13th, 2024. And so keep in mind that so that's one thing to consider. Now I think also around the time that transit Mars conjoined Donald Trump's Midheaven, which was on July the 13th, 2024. I think transit Uranus conjoined Donald Trump's Midheaven as well. And so, well, no, transit Uranus conjoined Donald Trump's Midheaven on June the 2nd, 2024. And that's when I think the Department of Justice or these courts, they ordered these 37 felony accounts to go up against Donald Trump or whatever. So it's just crazy. And so for now, for transit Mars to be returning and conjoining Donald Trump's Midheaven again, like now, or June the 20th, 2026, that could lead to some major event. Especially when like on July the 4th, 2026, that's when transit Mars will conjoin transit Uranus side of the sky, and that deals with terrorist attacks or civil wars in regards to the United States. Just looking back at history and when you correlate history and astrology. So, who knows? So the main dates that Donald Trump should be careful on is June the 20th, July the 4th, and I believe August the 20th. Well, really, after August the 12th, 2026, but August the 22nd and onwards. Because on that day of August 22nd, well, on August the 19th, transit K2 will conjoin Donald Trump's natal ascendant, and it will enter his 12th house. And I think days later, on August 22nd, 2026, that's when transit Sun will conjoin transit K2 inside of the sky, and that will be right on Donald Trump's ascendant, and that could deal with the loss of a king, or a loss of a king. The last time that transit Sun conjoined transit K2 inside the sky was the death of Charlie Kirk, and that happened on August the 10th. No, September the 10th, 2025. So, yeah. So those are the days that Donald Trump should be careful on. Basically, the last time that transit K2 conjoined Donald Trump's natal ascendant was on March the 8th, 1952, October 18th, 1970, and that was around the time of a racial discrimination lawsuit in regards to Donald Trump and his father's company. It happened again on May the 28th, 1989. That's when I think Donald Trump had several bankruptcies or whatever. It happened again on January 9th, 2008. There was a financial crisis or the housing crisis or whatever. And Donald Trump, he sued the banks to survive. It's going to happen again on for Donald Trump on August 22nd, 2026. And it happens again on March 31st, 2045. So that's just that. So I'm saying that Donald Trump needs to be very careful around those dates. I made a video titled "The United States in the Civil War," whatever, upcoming Civil War. I think I made that video around like December the 1st, or maybe it was October sometime. But you just have to go back and look at my videos that I posted. So it is what it is. So let me pause for a second. Okay, now what has me like kind of on, the word's not edge. What has me kind of concerned is that pretty much I think the FBI or cash tell they said they foiled a major terror plot that was brewing in regards to Donald Trump on June the 14th, 2026, where there's these guys, or I believe a group of people of like 20 people plotting to cause like this mass terror event, um using drones and sniper rifles or whatever, and trying to start a civil war. Like I said, when transit Uranus conjoins transit Mars inside the sky, that deals with civil wars in regards to the United States, or wars in general in regards to the United States. Um, Now, I would not have released any information in regards to these people plotting this terror attack, because the thing about it is that you can get copycats, and there are some people that even conservatives that may want to just start some stuff just so they can go ahead and get kick off of some kind of civil war or whatever, because they're upset about the Epstein situation or upset about something. So I'm like, I would have just let that alone, but not let it alone, but not have put that publicize that, because you could probably get some copycats. But anyway, that are far more intelligent than those guys. I'm not saying they weren't intelligent. They wanted to come after me. I'm like, just saying, you got caught. But anyway, let me pause that for a second just to reorientate myself. Another concerning thing is that pretty much when that wrestler he made this disparaging comment about Michelle Obama, that could stoke up a lot of additional tensions. I know that a lot of people don't care. Like I can say what I want and all this stuff, or whatever. But just looking at the astrology, all hell could break loose like at any time, because it's like Mars is a planet that it just causes violence. They say quick cuts or attacks. And being that transit Mars is going to conjoin Donald Trump's midheaven again, like in roughly like 3 days, it's concerning. Um, so it is what it is. So I did watch I believe it was like a 15-minute or 13-minute speech that I think Michelle Obama and President Obama, well, ex-President Obama, they made in regards to a presidential situation. I believe in Chicago, right? Anyway, um, but they were celebrating something, and so Michelle Obama, she was like crying, she was tearing up or whatever. And so some people could probably want to react to that situation. Just saying. What else? I did watch the 4 hour and I believe 10-minute interview that Hillary Clinton she did with some other guy. And what stood out to me was this man. He asked her, so what? So how do you feel about? Do you think that you will ever get locked up? And Hillary Clinton she answered like, well, I've tried my best to get locked up. In so many words, I'm paraphrasing, but she was like, if they're following laws, there's really nothing that can be done to me. And so in so many words, I'm paraphrasing. So she also threw a little zinger inside this interview, saying that, oh, and Donald Trump's name is off on the Lincoln Memorial or whatever building or whatever. So I'm just like, look, whatever's coming down the pipe, I don't know what it is. I'm like, you know what? Just get this shit over with. I'm tired. I'm tired. My only objective, my only objective was to get a claim to fame in regards to getting, giving the trajectory of this huge astrological event that's going on inside Bill Clinton's chart, which is the fact that he's going through the same astrology as the Monica Lewinsky scandal. So that's all I'm doing. And so with that, I was planning on trying to use that this as a foundation in regards to just telling people that yes, I'm fucking great at astrology, even though I hate astrology, because you're barred by timing or the alignment of the stars in regards to being able to move forward inside of things that you want to do or that you wish to do. But it's like you're always blocked by um by the simple fact that everything has its own time or timing, and if it's not the right time for you, it's going to be extremely difficult to get the results that you want. However, if you know astrology and if the timing is right, then you might get better results than what you may consider during normal times. Anyway, so I did say that when I made the video titled "And Then," with the 3 American flags, I did say that on that day that transit Uranus is conjunct my natal moon, which rules my midheaven. And so I was saying that it could be like a shocking event in regards to my career. And so kind of find out when I look deeper into when I look further into the future, transit Uranus is going to conjoin my midheaven 2 more times. It's going to hit on January the 15th and I believe March the 3rd, 2027. And crazy enough, my prediction plays out all the way throughout March of 2027. Because I said that in regards to the elections or whatever, that Donald Trump may not be too happy about the midterm elections. However, by March the 3rd, or by March, something could happen where either election fraud could be exposed or somehow Donald Trump will be exonerated. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. It's also crazy looking at the astrology that in my chart on June the 9th, I had a progression to Mars in my chart. And see, what happened was I was expecting like this huge event to go down in regards to Bill Clinton, and yet some wrestler ended up saying a disparaging comment about Michelle Obama. So in the future, I will have my progressed Mars will make an aspect to my natal moon around March 2027. So it makes me wonder, like, will something similar happen around that date where some crazy stuff might come out in regards to Donald Trump, or somebody that's affiliated with Donald Trump, giving like saying something that's like disparaging or whatever, and people end up getting majorly pissed off about something. Who knows? I don't know, but anyway. So let me pause for a second. Get some water. If you can't tell, I'm just tired. I've been repeating myself since February 13th, 2025, and it's like I'm just ready for this shit to be over with. Because the astrology in regards to Bill Clinton, it ends on July the 20th, 2026. However, there might be a shocker that happens on August the 9th, 2026. And see, I was on June the 2nd, 2026. Cash Patel, he came out and said that they were going to do something called let me see if I can find it real quick. They was going to have. Let me pause for a second to get this right. Okay, so I'm back. So basically, Cash Patel, he announced that they're going to launch an operation called Summer Heat 2.0. And so here's the video right here. It's on the FBI's. It's on the FBI's YouTube channel or official YouTube channel. And so in this video, I believe around 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, into the 8-minute video or whatever. Cash Patel, he said that basically they're going to start doing DNA testing on the criminals that they lock up or whatever, just so that if they're related to inside of any other kind of affiliated crimes or whatever, they can have it all on record or whatever, or run it against the records using the perpetrator's DNA. Something about Danny Williams Clinton. I'm thinking about Bill Clinton and Danny Williams Clinton. So if they get Bill Clinton, they're gonna also have his DNA to run against several other possible crimes. But not only that, Danny Williams Clinton or the black boy who claims to be Bill Clinton's black biological son. So that'll be interesting. I think Cash Till said that they're gonna be doing this DNA testing, and they're gonna be rounding up criminals and within like 95 days. So that was posted on June the 2nd. So 95 days, that's like 3 months, right? So June, July, August. So by August, Yeah, things should get interesting in regards to Operation Summer Heat 2.0. Anyway, and I bring this up because pretty much the astrology show says that July and August are going to be crazy months. Just looking at Bill Clinton's astrology and Hillary Clinton's astrology. So, let me see, is there anything else I need to update um this channel on real quick, and then I'm going to probably go down to the astrology one more time. So let me pause for a second. But maybe I should be concerned. Maybe Cash Patel might pop up and try to lock me up. I've been only trying to warn people about the astrology. I haven't done anything evil. I mean, done anything bad. I haven't. Don't lock me up unless it's on some other stuff. Let me stop. Let me pause. If you're into that kind of stuff, Cash Patel. Let me pause. Even though you probably are cheating on me with other weirdos, like the other guy, whose name I forgot. Let me pause a second, get his mugshot. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So the guy's name was Cole Thomas Allen, the man, let me read from Google AI. The man charged with the attempted assassination of Donald Trump at the 2026 White House Correspondents Association dinner. His name is Cole Thomas again. And let's see here. The event happened on April 25th, 2026, which I did predict this incident using astrology. But anyway, so, and during the incident, because I cannot talk right. Let me pause a second, I can connect my words out. Basically, the man said he was ready to take out everybody inside the building except for Cash Patel. And here's his mugshot right here. Not mugshot, but it's like he's undercover waiting on somebody. Anyway, what was I trying to say? So Cash, what you cheat on me? You cheat on me? I thought I was your biggest weirdo or your worst weirdo or whatever. You got this guy who's like, I want to take out everybody inside the building except for Cash Patel. Anyway, I just do astrology. Don't come after me. Cash. Or Pam Bundy. Anyway, so I have a point. So I think I need to go over what I did predict in regards to Bill Clinton so far, and then follow up with the rest of the astrology, and I'm gonna call it quits or whatever. So let me pause a second. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna give a short update in regards to what I think might happen in the future. So basically, like I said, the 20th of June, Transit Mars will conjoin Donald Trump's Midheaven again. There could be another possible assassination attempt. July 4th, there could be either another assassination attempt on Donald Trump, or a terror attack on the United States, or it could be Donald Trump getting revenge. And so it leads up to July the 11th, 2026, and that's when Ghislaine Maxwell, it's like she gets a huge status boost or whatever. She is lucky in regards to her status or whatever. All the while, I believe on July the 20th, Bill Clinton goes through the same astrology as the conclusion of his impeachment and trial. But see, a day later, on the 21st of July 2026, Chelsea Clinton, it's like she loses a lot of status in regards to looking at the astrology. So that means that things should go down in July, with a possible shocking event happening around like August. And that shocking event might be, who knows, Cash Patel getting his gloves out and doing these DNA tests in regards to Bill Clinton, and it coming out that Danny Williams Clinton is Bill Clinton's actual black biological son. So that'll be interesting. I'm not gonna go. I've went over this astrology so many times that I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep this video short, and I'm gonna try to stop it at 20 minutes, and I think I'm very, very close to that. So, bye for now.